take another L. Designer on me, this they new Chanel. Did they splash? Did they drill? Yeah, champion, huh? Yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Seattle. A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
You possibly might be able to find me is if you follow that trail of doo-doo that I left running down the damn street. I ain't coming back to work. I ain't coming back. Hell no, I ain't coming back to work. You don't open your goddamn... Oh, no. Hell no. How you gonna ask me to come back to work after that shit? After a dead person that woke up on the damn table.
So
you expect me to come back to work after that shit?
10 at the 18. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Wilson. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Intercepted.
That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away in the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held them to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at them with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they'll probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
2nd down and 5. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Flush to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
The score.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And now it's second down. From the 21, it's second and 10. Now it's Carson. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Wilson now off the bootleg. And he's got Lockett. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Here's Carson.
Wilson.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
3rd and 3.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, Seahawks nothing.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try the left side. It's Carson, and he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 6 yards there. First down, Seattle. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on first and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
How about the timing on that one? Where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
On second down, it's Carson, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
With the handoff to Chris.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Brings up 4th and 1.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They run for it with Carson. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Complete.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he will Russell Wilson on target to DK Metcalf. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. The toss right. This is Ingram. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. The tackle made by Benson Mayowa. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He uncorks it for Snead. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead, 72 yards, and the Ravens have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Hill will opt for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Ingram again. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Ingram, the ball carrier. He was taken down by K.J. Wright.
On third down, it's Ingram. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Now they go for it on fourth down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. He got 29 yards that time.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
11 on the play. 1st down, Ravens.
Jackson on 1st down. This one complete to Ingram. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, Ingram. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. They had 2 straight 1st downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1.
Up 2nd and 1 at the Seahawks' 46-yard line.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef, they want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he's out right at the 25. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's good for a Seahawk. First and 10 of the 20.
They'll run on first down. Carson, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Seattle, Washington. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the fourth quarter. Now a give, right side. It's Carson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They run it with Carson. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Wilson. And that will be incomplete. The defense did their job. Fourth quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. Sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
First and 10.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
DK Metcalf.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. He goes right back to Metcalf, this time complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead.
To kick off for Seattle.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Hill will opt for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them.
It's something on the Eagle Double G. No. You know what happened with this Eagle?
It's Ingram. Looking to
it on the Eagle Double G.
No gain. So 3rd and long. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
4th down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They run again with Carson, and they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Slant caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson on target to DK Metcalf. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you...
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door. Maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game. It's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Jackson. Quick slant to Brown. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Today's final score.
So the victory here for Seattle. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched.